All right, ladies and gentlemen, fantasy football is here. This episode, we're going to be talking about all things fantasy, week one, to get you guys ready in the zone, help you guys win that week to week. Before we get started, we got a little bit of news. Some of you might be impacted by this fantasy wise. One of our good friends, Bobby, was Leonard Fournette is now on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette. The team got better and will continue to get better. It's insane. Joe, you got anything to say about this?
If there was one weak piece in Tampa Bay's offense, it would be their run game. Ronald Jones, not bad, but he's not like the great lead back. I think it's a great signing. I don't understand Jacksonville just releasing him. I know that they said they couldn't even get a seventh-round pick for him, but just start him in the beginning of the season and run him through the ground, and then add his value back up, and then trade him. I don't understand the point of cutting him. Jacksonville's just quitting. It's a great signing for the Bucs, man. It's God bless them. I think it's going to take him a couple of weeks to understand that offense and become the lead back. I wouldn't even consider starting him in fantasy early because I'm nervous to see what's going to happen over there.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to see how much play time he gets right off the bat as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Like Ronald Jones will probably get the first touch over there still.
Yeah, Ronald Jones. Shady's been in the mix. LaShawn McCoy over there. He's been in the mix.
Right.
There's big names on that team, and when you talk fantasy numbers, you look at Leonard Fournette, and in a standard league, Leonard Fournette is an incredible running back. I guess it just depends on how Arians is going to utilize him out there. They got him though, so that's it. Something else that can impact your fantasy team is someone getting paid.
Bro, I'm just sitting there. All right.
Yeah, just
it's all right. I'm sorry. Please, I'll go ahead.
Damn, bro.
Go ahead. How do you feel about Leonard Fournette? Fuck, I'm sorry.
I think it's okay, but I'll say this: look, he caught 76 balls last year. If you don't think Ronald Jones, the feature back or lead back or power back, look for Leonard Fournette in the red zone to be big.
And bring it on. Definitely.
See, it took 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes.
That was like 30 seconds. I would say less than 30 seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what we're looking for. No, sorry. Honestly, I was just rolling with it. Speaking of motivation for specific players, money is a big movemotivator. And Deshaun Watson just got paid. I know Jerome loves the Texans and Deshaun Watson. And Keenan Allen also got paid, and Chris Rice believes that by Keenan Allen getting paid, that Keenan Allen's gonna have a stud year. And guess what? Joe Mixon got paid, so I'm biased to that too. He's gonna have a stud year because he just got paid. A lot of these players keep getting paid. A player that didn't get paid, they're actually trying to restructure his contract, and it seems like there's a little falling out right now. Zach Ertz with the Philadelphia Eagles. This one hurts deep. Who knows if they're gonna find. He definitely deserves to be paid as a top tight end in the league. He's probably looking for, right now he's making his contract's looking like he's going to be making a little less than Austin Hooper, and that probably upsets him a little bit. So we'll see where that goes. But these players getting paid, it's going to impact their season for sure. Is it going to impact them week one? Well, personally, I think Deshaun Watson getting paid at this particular time is going to make him explode on Thursday night. I think it's going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think the Chiefs edge it out, though. How about you guys? What do you guys feel about players getting paid, before the season?
So I love the Mixon signing the most.
The best one.
Super talented. Since he's just revamping that whole offense, and I think that's a great start to making a long-term play to build that offense. The Deshaun Watson, I think that's also a great extension because you want to keep your offense. He's the last component of the offense who's going to keep them explosive and can keep them dynamic. I think Deshaun Watson's still young, still extremely talented, cannon of an arm, and he hasn't been hurt too bad, which is why I don't love the Keenan Allen getting paid that much because he's dealt with a ton of injuries. Yes, he's still an elite receiver, but he's getting older. That extension kind of surprised me a little bit. I was expecting Keenan to go somewhere else towards the end of his career.
Yeah, I would have wanted to too if I was Keenan. Just like I don't like the direction that they're going as a team.
Maybe he values his livelihood a little bit more than he does the game right now. Maybe he's one of those players that wants that money. Everybody wants that money eventually, And Keenan Allen has had the money, and now that he's getting an extension. And honestly, you know what? Like, he doesn't have high expectations for the Chargers. Like, the Chargers don't have high expectations. So if Keenan Allen just goes in, does what he has to do, catch footballs, remain healthy, make millions of dollars, I mean, why not?
That's why I'm surprised they did it.
Yeah, it's you'd think that the Chargers would want to win, but this is another one of those bad. It's not even a bad signing, but like it's one of those signings
I
that
don't think
like
it's a
you don't
bad
you don't
signing.
no, but it's bad for the future.
It's surprising.
But wait, why is it bad now? Because now he's under contract. Now you can do whatever you want with him. So let's say you can get value, somebody who will take on his contract because he's under contract.
He's
now.
getting
Now you don't
old.
have to
He's getting old.
Yeah, but you can utilize him for like 2-3 more years. Somebody in the right situation.
But they won't be good for the next 2-3 years.
Yeah,
But-
I mean,
Yeah,
I think he's
can't see
only
them
got,
doing that thing.
and
Look.
and then what do you get from him? Maybe a 6th or 7th round pick, maybe in a year from now, maybe.
Look, I don't know. You know somebody that could use him? Philadelphia. Whatever. Shut up.
I've always
good.
said, yeah, I wanted him 2 years ago, but that never happened. I got Alshon Jeffries, won a Super Bowl, not hating.
I do want to point out that he did start every game for the past 3 years
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's
with over
a guy
1,000 yards.
he's a guy that deserves to get paid. He's also the only offensive weapon on that field right now. Like Austin Eckler, okay, running back, fine, but like talent wise, like Keenan Allen is a superstar.
Mike
athlete.
Williams is not bad. Stop shitting on Mike Williams.
Mike Williams just got hurt. No, he's injured.
Not number one. He's not number one though.
Got talent. Look. I don't care about all those fucking. I don't care about fucking Allen. I don't care about Ertz. I don't care about who was the other Mixon. I don't give a fuck.
Go about Alvin Kamara.
Deshaun Watson. That's it. All right. You know why I wore this hoodie? You know why? Because who moves in the pocket like this fucking guy? Deshaun Watson is magic. Okay, gonna look for a big year, MVP type shit. That's what I want. All right.
Wow.
Who's he throwing the ball to? Will Fuller for 1 week before he breaks his leg?
Look,
Just say it how it is. I'm not rooting for that. Just say it how it is.
you don't. Come on.
Who's he gonna throw the ball to? Brandon Cook.
He could do it with Lamar Jackson. He could do it with Lamar Jackson. Look what Lamar Jackson did with no fucking.
That's true.
In receiver.
Hollywood Brown the beast.
I don't know. I think I'd rather be Lamar Jackson.
I didn't say who you rather would be.
I'm saying like I think like he's in a better. I think that the team is better and
the offense is better, but
Mark Andrews.
If you could do what you do what you do, regardless. Don't matter.
All right. Well, listen. I think him getting paid right now is going to be a key in him playing well. I think when he lost DeAndre Hopkins, there was a little bit of like, Bill O'Brien, what are you doing? Like that was my guy. Like that was
Bill
my bread. That was my bread and butter. Like like that's the guy I threw it to that made. But they got rid of him for their own particular reasons. DeAndre Hopkins and him didn't really get along. Bill O'Brien, that is, and listen, it worked out because now they're making Deshaun Watson happy, and I think this is gonna make him want to play just a little bit harder than he already was. He wants to show you didn't just give me this money, you gave me this money to do something. So I think he's gonna go out there. I think he's gonna, Other big news this week: if you drafted Nick Foles, which you shouldn't have because that means you're way too deep and you're probably in a 16-man league, you got to go pick up Mitchell Trubisky. He just got named the starter over there. He's gonna be on the bench in 2 weeks anyway, so do what you got to do.
Might flip flop all year.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the Bears are doing. Fantasy wise, you look at them and you're like, wow, Allen Robinson, Tariq Cohen, Dave Montgomery. These are all like David Montgomery and Terry Cohen. Look at them for fantasy value because I don't know what's going on with the quarterback position. Allen Robinson, everyone's drafted him high on the boards. Just be wary. Like I said, Mitch Trubisky does love to throw it to him. But is the accuracy going to be there? I don't know. If Nick Foles
Allen Robinson always pops off, and he never really had a quarterback. When he was in Jacksonville, he was still a top receiver.
Blake
Bortles. He had Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles.
But Blake Bortles is like Mitchell Trubisky.
Top 10 receiver. Top 10.
Yeah, he's the top 10 receiver for sure. But he's the one that's making those plays.
Yes.
It's not the guy throwing the ball.
But I could throw the ball to Allen.
the crazy thing about the Bears is I feel like they're like a quarterback away from winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I
it's
think they're
crazy. You're
solid
right.
Yeah.
everywhere else. Yeah.
Yes.
Look. Honestly, they should have got Jameis. I'll say that. I don't care.
They should
They
have.
should have. They really should have. This was one
That'd
of
been
my,
sweet.
this was one of my issues early on, because
Or
Jameis
Cam.
Winston. I know he was 30 for
Or
30
Cam.
last year. Blah blah blah. He's slinging the ball though. He'll sling the ball. Mitchell Trubisky slings interceptions. I mean, so does Jameis
Mhm.
Winston. It's a bad comparison. I don't know.
Yeah, but Winston's so much better than Trubisky.
Exactly.
Winston's fun to watch, man.
I guess it's
Exactly.
really, and like, listen, the coaching at Nagy's good, man. Like they're solid.
I like him.
It's gonna be
Keeping them
it's gonna be
W.
interesting. It's interesting for sure. Listen, one of my favorite fantasy matchups this weekend, and
Bro, don't even start talking.
listen, I'm just saying.
Are you gonna say me versus you?
No.
Okay.
We already know I'm gonna win that. That's insane.
No,
I'm talking
come
football.
on.
If you're gonna sell out on a team right now to put up points this week, week 1,
Oh God.
take the Indianapolis Colts. Okay.
100%.
If you need help and you think Jonathan Taylor's going pretty high, so he's probably not available. Listen, Marlon Mack probably taken in most of your leagues, right? Probably on someone's bench, probably not starting. Nyheim Hines is still around. All right. Not saying he's gonna, maybe a couple touches here and there, but this is an explosive week for Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is going to light up Jacksonville. Jacksonville has already pretty much said, "Hey, we're tanking by giving up Fournette. We have nothing else here.
Yeah.
Avoid Gardner Minshew at all costs." I love the man. I love his personality. I love Gardner Minshew, the person.
Why?
Unfortunately, he's on
He's
Jacksonville, and he is not a good quarterback. You should stay away from this guy. Don't think he's gonna blow up. The Colts defense is gonna shit all over them. There's no running
Hell
game.
yeah.
There's gonna be no passing game. It's like the Jacksonville is just gonna be a total shit show this year. It's very sad to
In
see.
your fantasy leagues this season,
Go
you're
ahead.
definitely gonna want to pick up whatever defense plays
Jacksonville. Yes.
every week.
I drafted the Colts in my 12-man just because I knew they were playing Jacksonville week 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the Colts don't have bad defense to carry them through the season either. But listen, Rice a couple of years ago, and I'm gonna say it was probably 7 years ago. That's how long this has been going on. Chris Rice. Every year he would say, "I'm gonna put money on Jacksonville to win the Super Bowl because it's gonna happen." And he would say this all the time, and he always says, "I never said that." But then all of a sudden he's like, Jacksonville about 3 years from now is gonna be in a Super Bowl contender, and they've
That was
been
like
in the
me 10 years ago.
Bro, so 10 years ago. So you've been doing this for 10 years now. This is incredible. And he does it every
No.
year. He hasn't done it this year yet, but I'm bringing it to the light that he says that Jacksonville is right there. He's like, they're like 2-3 seasons
They
away.
almost got there, bro.
And-
They almost got there.
They
a couple
almost
years
did.
Ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago. Oh, so it went from 10 years to a couple of years. So how long have you been doing this? Your entire life. So for some reason, Rice thinks Jacksonville's going to be great. They'll never be great.
That was like me with the Texans. I've been betting the Texans to win the Super Bowl like the last 5 years.
You guys
I
I
have
never bet them.
you
I
guys
never
have
bet
any
them.
you have any fantasy insight for this weekend?
Let's talk about wideouts a little bit.
Go
I
ahead.
think
Yeah.
one guy who I think is going to have an amazing week 1 is Calvin Ridley. I think Julio, they play in Seattle. So Julio's going to get that shadowed by Jamal Adams a bit. They're going to put their number 1 corner on Julio as well. I can see Calvin absolutely popping off week 1 against Seattle.
I can
Alright.
see.
That's good.
I see
I like
the
it.
other way around. I see DK going off. On
DK
I like that
going
too.
off? Oh, I love that, Joe. I love DK Metcalf
Yeah.
shitting on you. I
Bro.
love that. That would
Bro,
make
how's
me
it gonna
really happy.
feel going on 1? How's it going to feel going on 1?
Someone for me.
Who's expected to win right now?
We were
Go
actually just talking about Keenan Allen. I think his matchup is solid against Cincinnati. They don't really have corners. Nobody's going to really be able to defend him.
Keenan Allen is a solid matchup for sure. I like it. Rome, you got any anyone you want to shout out this week?
Aaron Rodgers, man. Fuck all the bullshit, man. MVP for Rodgers, man. Just go ahead, do your thing. Drop 40 like I said last episode. Go ahead. Just do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Can't
Yeah.
wait. I can't wait.
For those of you,
Right around the corner. Right around the corner.
yeah, football's here. It's gonna be a really exciting week for us fantasy. Those of us in our league, those of us in everyone in every league. Football's back. Super exciting stuff. One piece of information before I end this episode. Adrian Peterson, obviously no longer with the Washington. Look for Bryce Love. All right. He could
I don't like
potentially
those
do
pickups.
something down the road. You don't have to like the pickup. I'm just saying. I'm not saying pick him up. I'm saying look at him, stare at him, watch his
What do you think
game,
about?
and see.
What do you guys think about Jacksonville? I don't like picking up anyone on Washington or Jacksonville because I think the offenses are so bad and they're
Yes.
still
I
going to be
think they're
scrambling.
too bad.
I
think they're
agree.
Too bad.
Passing in the game too because they'll be down.
Listen.
Yeah.
Points is all right.
Garbage time though.
Yeah.
Points is points. You know
Garbage
Yeah.
time.
But I mean, on the other hand, of that Miles Sanders against Washington this
Yeah.
week, that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll do well.
And listen, we have one gentleman that's in our fantasy league, and I won't name his name, but comment down below if you guys think this guy's a complete moron, because I'll tell you what he
I'll
did.
say it, man.
He dropped Terry McLaurin before the season even started. Drops Terry McLaurin, picks up Latavius Murray, and then somebody else in the league picked up Terry McLaurin, because why would you drop him? And then drops Latavius Murray again. Just drops him.
Yeah, it's
Why?
because of the Kamara news. He was all in on the Kamara news.
Dude, no. Why?
That's what it is. I'm
You
telling
don't
you, I don't
drop
know
Terry.
what-
You don't drop scary Terry McLaurin before the season starts. If the ounce of offense that the Washington football team is gonna have comes from Terry McLaurin, and his chemistry with fucking Dwayne Haskins. You know what? It is what it is. Listen, fantasy football's
pick up-
back. Comment below.
He dropped and picked up Gibson.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Gibson's gonna be their lead back.
No, he's not. He's literally like before the season has even started, he's taking shots into the dark. Like I don't know what he's doing. I hope he's watching. I hope you're watching, pal, because that was good job, because you gave it to somebody that doesn't need him. You did. Right, so on my I can't. But listen, comment down below if you think that you should be making drops this early before week 1 even starts, especially if it's scary Terry McLaurin. Listen, guys, Big Plays Podcast. Got a lot of fantasy news, got a lot of posts going on the website. Check it out. I love you guys showing all the support. Instagram, follow us on Facebook, Twitter as well. You guys can even join the Discord, and while we're doing this live, while we record, you guys can even be in here commenting, talking to us while we do it, and we'll answer. No shame in that. So listen, Big Plays Podcast, bigplayspodcast.com. That's what it's all about. These players this year in fantasy football, they're gonna be making big plays, making you some good money, making you some champions, making you championships. It's gonna be awesome. With that being said, thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Oh, we got one more.
Go Jets.
Oh. You know what? I respect it. Love for the game. Go Birds. Go Eagles. Day in, day out. Carson Wentz is getting it done.
Go Colts.
Philadelphia.
Go Colts.
Let's go.
Are you ready for some football?
Woo! All right, everybody. Be good.
Peace.
Peace.